like a poison or anything, unfortunately, so depending on what he plays. Okay, perfect. Ram Rider is actually not that good of a counter, so... And you can see we'll get a lot of value with our Skarmy. And look how much damage that Graveyard does, dude. It took his entire tower! One Graveyard push took his entire tower. That's absolutely insane. What's up, everybody? It's Turkey here, and today we're going to be playing in the Cannoneer Draft Challenge. Before we dive into some games, I do have some tips and tricks that I want to share with all of you that will hopefully make your draft experience a little bit better and not so sucky. First, let's talk about spells. Please avoid Lightning, avoid Rocket, all of those large spells that don't offer a lot of splash, and prioritize spells like Poison, Zap, Log, Snowball that offer splash. You're trying to compensate for your Cannoneer's lack of splash. So that's my first tip for you as it relates to spells. Secondarily, my biggest tip as it relates to win conditions. First of all, if you have Graveyard as an option, pick Graveyard. 100% it's the best win condition in the challenge. Secondary to that, I would say to avoid large tanks if you can, like avoid like Giants or Goblin Giants. They're not as good. In general, I would love like Goblin Barrel or a Skeleton Barrel, things like that. But you can make any win condition work, but like in this example here, you're absolutely crazy if you're not grabbing Graveyard. My final tip for you is to prioritize supporty spam units. I think Spear Goblins are amazing in this challenge. 2 Elixir, they're great at the bridge, they're great on defense, hard for the opponent to deal with. So grab spam units if you can. Obviously, you don't want all spam units. So I think the draft that I had here was really, really good. We had Graveyard as a win condition, we had a splash spell that was small, and then we had Spear Goblin. So overall, I feel like it was a really good draft. It's actually funny, if we watch this replay, I end up winning in the first 5 seconds of the game because he goes Princess at the bridge. He doesn't know I have Graveyard, which is the best win condition. I took the small spell, right? I took Zap. All he has is a Lightning as a small spell. And Graveyard literally takes his entire tower. I think we're like 5 seconds into the game, and this dude already lost. So that's just my tips in action for you. We're going to get into some games here. I'm going to do some live commentary as well. Before we do that, if you could take a moment to subscribe, like, comment, any engagement with the video at all, it helps me immensely, and it's completely free for you, so I do appreciate it. Thanks again, and let's get into some games. To this game here, I absolutely recommend taking Night Witch. I think Night Witch is one of the best cards in the game, just in general. Because he did take the E-Dragon, I think Hunter is actually a good option here because we want to make sure we have an answer for the E-Dragon. Between Evo Valkyrie and Evo Knight, I do think Evo Knight is a better card, but for the challenge, I want to have the splash of Valkyrie. Goblin Drill is a better win condition. It's spammier. It will be pretty easy to stop the Battle Ram, especially with my Evo Valkyrie. So I'm pretty happy with how we drafted. Let's see what cards we receive from our opponent. Okay, he goes Lava Hound. That's pretty interesting. I actually am fortunate that I have a Hunter as well as the Night Witch. I don't know how many air cards he'll have to support that, but I'm very, very fine with this. I'm going to pressure as well. Then I'm going to Hunter a little low for this, and that's going to clean up pretty much the entire, the entire Lava Hound. And I'm going to Miner like this. Hunter, one of the best options for Lava Hound in the game. It's actually crazy that he gave me the... No, I took the Hunter. And I'm glad I did take the Hunter. Remember, I almost didn't take it. Okay. In this instance, I'm going to cycle my Valkyrie because I do want to get to my Evo Valkyrie when I can. Just like this. You see, Cannoneer is really good. It's really good against like any beefy card. It's like not even a problem. We're going to have a small little counter push here, and we're chilling. Okay. We're going to guard surround on this. Impressive Rage. Not going to do that much. I am going to Night Witch just to be safe. And like I mentioned, Night Witch, one of the best cards. It's like you can see the Cannoneer struggles to deal with all of the bats. E-Drag is a really good answer though, but like look at how much damage it's still going to get. It's absolutely crazy. We force out the Skarmy. Good to know that they have a Skarmy. I didn't know that prior. Okay, we're going to do a late delivery. Take care of all of this. Almost all of this. Going to Hunter down low. My fault for missing the delivery. That's on me. Okay. Double Elixir should get a little better for us. Okay. Gonna pressure here. Nice. I didn't want him to be able to comfortably go in for the Lava Hound. right? That's kind of our biggest fear, is that he can do a giant Lava Hound push. Drill will actually take most of the tower if he's not careful. Great, we force out the Skarmy and the guards. We're going to get down to Valkyrie late on this side. Should clean up everything. He lived to see another day. Evil Knight coming down on his end. That's a little scary, but Goblin Cage is going to be a really good answer to that. Delivery as well. Nice. And we're chilling. Okay. Pretty bad Skarmy, if I'm being honest. I do want to do some split lane pressure here. I think it's a good move. Nice. Dark Prince is actually a really good answer for the drill. That was a good draft on him. He gave us the drill, and then he took the Dark Prince. Honestly, our main gripe in this matchup is the E-Drag. I think he might Battle Ram behind this. Oh, even better. He gives us tons of value there. Evil Valkyrie is going to do an amazing job with all of this. Perfect. Goblin Drill is on the tower. That's awesome. Night Witch in the back. Get down my defensive miner here, as well as the cage. Beautiful. Goblin Brawler is going to take care of everything. And now we're going to have some good split lane pressure. We can't do anything about that Skarmy, but I think that Night Witch is going to take the tower, and that's a good game. We drafted well. I'm pretty good at that. Pretty proud of that gameplay, so we'll see y'all in the next one. These two, I definitely like the Goblin Drill. Like I said, larger, tankier units are not necessarily as good. Giant Skeleton or Bowler. I think Bowler is an amazing answer to a lot of the spam. E-Spirit to help with the spam as well as a quick cycle. And then I think I'm torn between Mega Minion or Spear Gobs. I love the Spear Goblins. I think they're one of the best cards in the game. You can play them at the bridge. They get tons of value. They'll do a lot of damage, and you can kind of cycle them as well. Goes for that. I'm going to Spear Goblin at the bridge. Okay. Good. It forces out the Mega Minion. And I'm going to pressure here because the Cannoneer does so good against the Valkyrie. Okay, he has Goblins. Good to know. We actually have a really good combination with the Fire Spirit Drill. It's a really good pressure tool. Ghost is really good in this challenge as well because it gets to the tower. Bowler just to defend everything here. Good on him for drafting guards. So you can see usually Giant Skeleton is kind of a stressful card to play against, but in this scenario we're not really worried about it. Interesting play there by my opponent. Oh, okay, I messed that up, but it's not a big deal. Nice. I played the Fire Spirit so that way he couldn't do an easy defense with the Goblins, and you can see we actually almost made back our damage right away. Nice. We force out the guards on defense. I'm liking this draft. I think it looks pretty good. I will play the E-Spirit on the guards because the Cannoneer challenges, or it struggles against the guards, to be completely honest. So we have a lot of quick pressure in this deck. Nice. We force out the Mega Minion. That's awesome for us. In general, I want to be going opposite lane, so I'm going to go like this. Fire Spirit to tank and to pressure. Nice. You can see that still gets like so much damage. It's actually crazy. I'm going to Defensive Mortar, actually. It is our evolution, unfortunately. But it'll be very helpful in this situation. Going to pull over the Giant Skeleton to the Mortar. Nice. Spear Goblin's down low to help with everything. He gives us the well played. I agree. I think it was pretty well played. Clean and easy defense. Giant gets one hit, but nothing else. Split lane pressure here, I think, is a really good move. He spent a lot on that. Oh, we forced out the Valkyrie on the wrong side. So that's great for us. Really, really happy with that situation. Bowler in the middle, just for everything. Spear Goblin's behind. We're going to go in. He just spent a lot at the bridge. He used his log, which is one of the best drill counters, so he might be in for some troubles. Fortunately, Valkyrie bails him out. Spear Goblin's like this. Mortar down low. And we know that he doesn't have a big spell because we have lightning, so we can kind of just stack everything up, and it's really not a problem. Electro Spirit back. Okay, pretty clean defense. I think the key to this matchup for us will be good split lane pressure. Okay. We have gotten a lot of damage on both sides. In a defensive mortar, and then I'm going to protect it because it's really good. Nice. Bowler just getting so much value. Bowler's such a good card in this challenge. It really is. Ghost is going to be on the tower. Nope. You force out a response. Spear Goblins. The drill pulled back the giant. That's nice. This is a bit of a scary push, I'm not going to lie. But our defense is just super solid. Interesting NATO. Not the best, I feel like. Goes for the giant. We're going to mortar low. We're going to ghost. Pull the Valkyrie over, hopefully. Solid defense is very, very good in this. We're defending really, really well. He's pressuring very well, I will say. Gives me the well played. I agree. He's spamming the bridge now. He's feeling desperate. You can tell. Bowler, the anti-spam unit. It's so good. Yeah. At this point, he's just spamming everything at the bridge. Can't say that I blame him, but he's not going to be able to break through our defense. We drafted very, very well. Didn't even end up using our lightning either, which is kind of crazy. Beautiful. No big spell. He gives me the well played. We'll give him the good game. And kind of a gruesome match, to be honest. We both had really good answers for the win conditions, but sometimes that's how the draft battle goes. If neither of you can break through, it goes the whole 5 minutes, but we'll go ahead and take the dub and move on to the next one. Next game here. This is a tough choice. I don't know, you could go either way. Since we're drafting it first, I will take the Golem. But honestly, neither of those are really good cards. Recruits are such a good answer, but I need to prioritize air defense. Three Musketeers are going to get a lot of value against the Balloon and the Lava Hound. And in this scenario, I don't want to give him the Fireball because it's a good answer for the Firecracker. And it's a good answer for the Evo Recruits. So, gives us the Mother Witch. We actually have a great Fireball bait deck kind of set up here. Kind of interesting. Interesting he didn't take the Skeleton Dragons as well. Well, I guess he didn't know he was getting a Lava Hound, so I suppose that makes sense. I'm going to let the Cannoneer do its thing here. Just going to let this go. It'll get like maybe one hit, I think. One hit, and we'll have a nice counter push on both ends. Nice. He spends an E-Wiz. I'm going to pressure. Beautiful pressure. Bandit also really good against the Cannoneer. Firecracker at the bridge. I don't want him to have enough time to react to activate the King Tower. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so he cycled one of his best counters to the Golem. So I'm going to do that. And then I do have a lot of support cards. I have a Fireball. I have Skeleton Dragons. I don't know what his spells are yet, but I will support like this. And then hopefully we can get those shields off of the recruits. And then we're going to Fireball them. And then that's most likely going to be tower down. I don't really see how he defends it, to be honest. Okay. And that's perfect. Like, that was a really good draft, good use exploiting his cycles, so that's probably going to be a good game. We just have to defend for a minute 23, which I feel like we're capable of. So I'll go ahead and call early good game on this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, 3-0 in the challenge. Looking pretty good. All right, this is a prime example of my draft advice. Do not take the rocket. I know it's tempting. It shouldn't be tempting. Take the snowball. Don't overthink it. Fire Spirit's a really good answer to our spam, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to take our spam. Evo Valkyrie, 100%. Evo Ice Spirit, not that great of a card. And I have a small spell already, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Earthquake. I don't need 2 small spells. So we know that his spells are Rocket and Bar Barrel. We can keep that in mind. We can keep that in mind because we have the minion horde, so we want to be careful about that. I don't really have a great starting play with my current hand. I could split minions and it would be okay. So I'll probably just go ahead and do that. I wouldn't do this against a Princess Tower, but okay, he does that, so I'm actually going to pressure. And that Princess is still, I think, going to die. Good Fire Spirit by him, actually. But, yeah, still ends up dying. Spear Goblins here. We don't have any other air defense, so we need to protect these. That's all I got. I'm going to have to let that go. I'm going to minion horde on it. Yeah, that Bar Barrel actually got a lot of value. I should have played my my Goblin Gang a little lower. That was definitely a mistake on my end, but okay. Valkyrie in the middle here. You'll notice how I played the Valkyrie like that, so that way it countered the Princess. That was a really good idea with the Skarmy. I don't think it was bad. It was actually a really good way of using my cycle potentially, but it just didn't work out for him. We're going to eat one small Fire Spirit shot, and because he doesn't have the Skarmy in cycle, I'm tempted to go in. Yeah, we are going to go in. Because we have the Snowball. We also have Earthquake, depending on what he plays here. We need to be ready. I think he's going to play Skarmy. Yep, we got it. Great prediction. You could tell by the way he was cycling his cards that he was trying to cycle back to his counter. So, good prediction by us. And good on him for giving us both tanks. He gave us the Giant and he gave us the Elixir Golem. Like, that sucks. I'm going to Goblin Gang at the bridge. It should force out the Princess. Maybe we can get a hit, though. Yeah, he was slow. Slow on it, so that's great. Nice. That's also really great. That Princess is going to be off the board. I'm going to Evo Valkyrie in the back, but with 45 seconds left, it is most likely going to be a good game. Nice. Pretty bad Bomber. I'm going to do Old Reliable in the pocket. Get ready with our Earthquake. Oh yeah, he uses the rocket. I was waiting for him to do that, but we're still gonna actually take most of the tower, which is insane. Okay. We're gonna go like this. Once that pops, we're gonna snowball it because our bomber might die. I'm gonna Earthquake. He does get the tower, but at what cost? But at what cost, sir? Yep. Earthquake on the Skarmy, and that's going to be a good game. Well drafted, well played to my opponent, but we ended up getting the dub. So that's a GG's, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I think Bowler is an amazing card in general, in the meta, in draft. Fire Speed, E-Spirit, not that big of a deal. I'll take the Fire Spirit. I think it's situationally a little better. I'm going to take the Phoenix as well. We will have good answers for the minions. We already have a good amount of splash with the Fire Spirit and the Bowler, so I'm going to take the Prince. Prince is also a great answer to the Ghost, so that's kind of like one of the main reasons I grabbed it. So, normally you can start with like a Fire Spirit at the bridge, but that's not necessarily a great play against the Cannoneer deck because it full counters it. So I'll drop it in the back. And then if he doesn't play anything, I will Prince at the bridge. Wow. Okay, that is a play. That is a play. I'm going to Bowler on one side. Looks like he did give us a Skarmy. That's awesome. So I'm going to Skarmy once it locks onto my Bowler. Take care of all of that. Hopefully the Prince charges on the Muskie. I think it will. Perfect. So that's gone. We know the rest of his deck. Interesting 3 Muskies. I don't know if I agree with it, but cat's out of the bag early. We know he has a 3 Musketeer. We don't have to super worry about that. I'm actually not that threatened by it. 3 Musketeers is such a niche win condition. Like, if you don't have the proper cards to support it, it's actually just not that good. So I'm going to Bar Barrel for the Bomber. And I don't think that gets a hit, but he panics. I'm going to cycle Archers so that way I can get to my evolutions. My Evo Archers, I would like that. And again, My hand is just really bad right now. Interesting Ice Golem. Nice. See, Prince is so good against the Ghost. Like, you see how much Elixir that just forced out? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get ready to go in here. He could 3 Muskies on this, but we'll have good answers. Yeah, there they are. To be expected. Can't do much more than that. Nice. We do get a little bit of damage. Yeah. And 3 Musketeers are off the board, so don't really have a ton of options for a win condition. So it's gonna probably be one of those games that goes for a very long time, unfortunately. Really good E-Spirit by my opponent. We're gonna go like this. Then I'm gonna split archers. Nice. He plays them all in one lane. That's actually fine with me. We're gonna bowler in the back because he's gonna have a pretty nasty counter push. It's gonna be pretty good. Barbarian Barrel just to realize the Ghost, for lack of a better word. And then we have a Skarmy here. I know he has a Bomber, so we need to be careful about that, but we're just gonna play it really fast. It's gonna DPS all of that down. Yeah. And this is gonna be a grueling game because neither of us can really break through. But I think we've got enough damage to most likely secure a dub. Phoenix in the back. I will bar barrel on all of that. He goes for the rocket. Interesting. I think he might have wanted to save that rocket for defense. I'm not entirely sure. Because of that, we are going to heavily spam. We'll see if we can break through. Nice. Yeah, I don't know about that rocket. First of all, rocket is a horrible spell in this matchup, and he kind of needed it for defense. So that was an annoying draft, no win condition, but you need to be prepared for that. Good games. See you in the next one. 5 wins, no losses so far. Pretty happy with that. Okay. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Yeah, obviously grab the graveyard. And we're going to get minions. We want to take all of their good graveyard answers. I'm going to take bats as well. And then in this scenario... Yeah, I don't want a giant. I don't want a balloon. I will say we have reasonable air answers. We have bats and minions. So hopefully we got a little something. He also gave us the Mother Witch, which I would have always taken the Mother Witch. Okay. Okay. I didn't mean to play those bats, I'm not going to lie. But it's all good. I love my drafts. I love it. I was going to say, I have Mother Witch. Mother Witch would have been so good. If he would have kept the Mother Witch card, like, he might have won. Genuinely. So he just gave us a free counter push, and he just used his best graveyard counter. So I'm going to go in, and no joke, this might just take the entire tower. Like, it's so good. Yeah, good game. That's what I'm telling you. Graveyard is crazy. Also, I don't know why he would play the poison. I guess he didn't know that I have graveyard, but he just lost the game instantly. 1 minute into the match, and that's already a good game. So I'm going to call early GG's on this one and draft graveyard. I'll see you in the next one. All right, 6-0 so far in the Cannoneer Draft. We've been drafting really good. This is tough. Both of these cards are really good. I don't think there's necessarily a wrong answer, so I'll just take guards. I think, in general, Evo Bats are pretty trash, but in this challenge specifically, they can go a long way. This one's tough. I actually like the Mega Knight because it does do splash. And then Delivery or Rage. I'm going to take Rage only because it will immediately wipe the Spear Goblins. And then he can't play it on my bats. But either way, both of those spells were decent. Okay. It's kind of funny, but Guards at the Bridge is a viable play in this game mode because Cannoneer struggles so hard to deal with them. Okay, interesting. He just ignores them. Can't say that I would have done that. Look at how much damage that Guards did to the tower. The Guards literally took half of his tower. That's crazy. I would have raged those if I was quick enough, but I wasn't. Alright. Praying he doesn't have a fireball. But even then, look at that. It just gets cooked. That's crazy. Yeah, one hit. Yeah. So he has 47 health left on that one side. Okay, that was a greedy rage. I'll admit it. I'll admit that that was greed. I wanted it. Does he know? Does he know I have a Mega Knight? Don't think so. That's why I like Mega Knight. Like, it bails you out on defense sometimes. Okay, he doesn't have delivery in hand here because he played it like he's one card off of it. All right, well, one tower down to 47 HP and another tower gone. So I'm gonna call early good game on this. I'll cut to the next game. So see you guys over there. 7 wins, no losses so far. It's looking good. We're drafting well. Guards, obviously. Royal Giant, I don't think is a very, very good win condition. I will say I am going to take the Fisherman, only so he doesn't have it to synergize with his Royal Giant. And then I'm going to take Bomber as well. He has 2 Spirits. Spirits aren't great. They're good on defense, but you definitely don't want more than 1. So hopefully I kind of screwed him over a bit. And he gave me the Mother Witch. Why does this keep happening? I swear it's not good. Or it is good. Take the Mother Witch. You want to counter the spam that a lot of people are going to have. Okay. Nice. We're going to have a nasty counter push. Interesting. So he's going to have to spend a lot. Yeah, he just spent, what, 3 elixir on that? Or he spent 4 elixir because he did the zap and then he did both spirits. So 4 elixir on that. Cannoneer struggles against Royal Hogs. I can't believe that. I can't believe that he... Yeah. That he didn't take Royal Hogs. Those are one of the best win conditions as well. Once that locks on, I'm going to do like a Firecracker play. Maybe I can splash on the tower. Nice. Nice little counter push here. Will this even work? No, that didn't work. Not my best play. Not my best moment, but... Interesting. Okay, I'm going to Guards to pressure. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a defensive Goblin Drill for the Golem. And we have Bomber on the side. We want to spread everything out just in case he has a Fireball. Very good, whatchamacallit, Magic Archer. We're going to pull one of the Golemites to the tower, maybe. There we go. Get the King Tower activated. We took a lot of damage, but I'm really not worried. I'm not, truthfully. We're going to do a really nice defensive Hogs. You're going to see it. The Bandit doesn't charge, and then it's going to get blasted by the Cannoneer. Nice. Fire Spirit's actually a really good answer to Hogs for him. Defensive building here is fine. We do take the tower, and that's not going to break through. Fisherman's actually going to pull the Golem to the other lane, which is going to be amazing. And my man is in trouble. I'm floored that he took the Golem over the Royal Hogs, if that was the draft that we found ourselves with. I'm going to rocket this just for the memes. It's not a good play. Drill, maybe pull this? Nah, it's all good. We're going to take the tower, though, so. Good game to my opponent. Just another example, I think, of outdrafting our opponent. Let me just make sure we secure this dub here. Perfect. Yeah, don't take Royal Giant. It's not a good win condition. So that is another dub in the books. We'll see you guys in the next one. Okay. 8-0 in the draft challenge here. Looking good. This one's tough, Fireball or Log. You don't know if you're going to get another spell, so with the information that I have, I'm just going to take a Log. I tend to lean for Splash and a lighter cycle. I might regret that later on. We'll see. Because we took the Log, I am going to take the Drill, and I want to make sure I get some air defense. Unfortunately, I get none, but because he has the Fireballs, I don't want to take Barbs. He'll have an immediate counter, so I got lots of spam here, hopefully. Hopefully he gave me an air card because he didn't know that his win condition was going to be Balloon, but never a guarantee that that's the case. Okay. So that he does have the Fireball, we know that, so we're going to try and spread everything out. Then I think I'm going to go for a defensive Goblin Drill to pull in the Goblin Giant. And it should be a nice defense. Okay, he has the Executioner. I think that's one of the best cards in the draft challenge. If you can get an Executioner, you should. So yeah, that's my tip for you as well. Yeah, we don't have a lot of air defense, unfortunately. So we're just gonna let that Executioner do its thing. He drafted very, very well. So well played. Executioner's out of hand, so I am gonna go for Royal Recruits and see if we can get anything going. Okay. Musketeer. Might be a good log. I want these recruits to keep their shield on. Okay. Okay. I would like the Musketeer to die. We know that they have a Fireball. I'm going to Princess like this. It'll help with both sides. If he wants to Fireball it, that is A-okay with me. Nice. Does Fireball, misses one of the Rascals, so because of that, I'm going to do some split lane pressure here. We know that their only spell is Fireball, so they don't have a small spell for the left side, so they're going to end up ignoring the entire Goblin gang. And it's going to do an absurd amount of damage. The issue here is I don't think we can defend a balloon push, so if he does go for a balloon, we're going to have to mainly ignore it and go for some sort of tower trade scenario. Okay. Honestly, I'm very satisfied with that defense. I'm very, very satisfied with that defense. Okay, goes for the Goblin Giant. Does not have the Executioner in cycle, so I'm going to go like that. Horrible Bandit at the bridge. that was just awful. So he is going to defend the left side because of the Executioner, but that right side is going to go absolutely crazy. And he's definitely in danger of getting 3-crowned as well, so might want to play something on that. We need to watch out for the balloon, though. Very, very troublesome. Or could be troublesome. You want to DPS this down as quick as possible, and I would love to get that Executioner off the board. It's just cooking us right now. Okay, if he does go for a balloon, we do have the drill. I'm going to go like this, block the Musketeer. And that was one of the best opponents that we've played, but I will say the draft was pretty even, but I think we outplayed him in the actual game. So, good game to my opponent. Another dub in the books. We'll see y'all in the next one. Okay. 9-0 in the draft challenge. Looking good. I would stay away from Evo Ice Spirit. It's a pretty niche evolution. Like, it doesn't really work that well with everything. We're kind of giving him a 2.6 deck. I'm actually going to give him... do I want to give him all the spirits? I'll take Fire Spirit. I was thinking of giving him 2 spirits, but I didn't want to screw myself. So we do not have any air cards. That is a risk that I'm willing to take because we got the lightning. So if we got the lightning, my guess is he has a fireball or a poison. So that kind of sucks. Impeccable timing. Impeccable timing by my opponent. Okay, I'm going to go like this. The Cannoneer will shoot it. Shoot it! Yeah, perfect. Goblin Drill. And then you want to play the Spirit late enough where the Cannoneer doesn't target it, because otherwise it'll just... Oh, great, Fire Spirit. Nice, he has to block with the Ice Golem. Okay. Nice. E-Spirit, we ended up getting 2 spirits, unfortunately. It's not what we wanted. Really good miner. That's going to help my guards get a lot more value. Okay, so he has a log. We know that his only spell is log, so that's good for us. Or good to know. Maybe not good for us, but... Okay. We're looking fine. Not looking great, but we're looking okay. He did take the Goblin Giant instead of the Goblin Drill. I don't think that was the best play, but that ain't me. So even with the minions, that's going to get so much damage. It's crazy. I haven't played a Knight yet. I'm going to do this just so I can cycle to my Evil Knight. I mean, I really want to. And you can see, I'm telling you, the Giant just gets destroyed. Like, it just gets DPS down like it's nothing. Yeah, I barely had to play anything on that. So, beautiful. So what I'm going to do on this Ghost is I'm going to Guards surround it like this. And it's actually going to counter it really well. Even with that Ice Spirit, he still has to respond to those cards, which is kind of crazy. I'm going to defensive Goblin Drill. I don't always do it. Knight here to get to my Evo. I'm going to E-Spirit. It's going to pull in the Mega Minion. That's in general, you always want to pull things to the middle so both towers target it. Okay, he goes for the log, so I'm going to go for guards. And I might lightning this. I'm going to do it. Unfortunately, the Phoenix Egg is going to respawn, but it's really not a problem. Nice. Evo Knight's going to be amazing. It's going to pull everything in. Cannoneer is going to do such good DPS. And guards in the middle. We want to pull everything to the left. And like, look at that defense, dude. He can't break through. They can't break through, I'm telling you. Even with the log, like, he has really, really good answers. Okay, we don't need that much more to win here. Gonna pull everything in, like I've been saying. His only spell is log, so we can go guards. Even if he logs it, it's not really gonna do anything. And one more drill lightning on the tower should take it, so good game to my opponent. Yeah, he just wasted the log, so it's gonna be a good game. They played pretty well as they could. I think they should have taken the drill over the Goblin Giant, but either way. Good games. See you in the next one. Alright. 10-0 here. E-Wiz or Ice Wizard? I don't know. I think E-Wiz is a better card in general. Definitely want to take the Mega Knight. I've said this before. Mega Knight, I think, is actually very good. Do not take the Rocket. Whatever you do, Earthquake does splash. It deals with Skarmy. And then I want to take the Bomber. I'm pretty happy with my draft. We have a little bit of everything. We have Splash. We have Air Defense. Let's see what cards we received from our opponent. Okay, he goes both Spirits at the bridge. I don't get it. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Unfortunately, I do have the Giant. So he just wasted a ton of Elixir. We're up a good amount of Elixir, so I'm going to let him do his thing if he wants to cycle all of his Spirits. Like, that's going to get some damage, but we're going to have some good split lane pressure. I'm worried he has like a Skarmy or something, so I want to save enough Elixir for my Earthquake, just in case. Because Skarmy is like really the only thing that could super bail him out. The Princess is targeting the wrong thing, so I'm going to go Bats on the opposite lane. Okay, NATO, so that means he most likely does not have a Skarmy. Or, sorry. Another spell, that's what I meant to say. Okay, so that was a pretty good push. I'm chill with it. Drop my Muskie in the back. See what they do here. E-Wiz here. We were quick enough so the Princess actually doesn't even get any shots, and he should have to respond to that E-Wiz. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. Good defense by them. Good defense. Trying to activate his King Tower. Let's see if they pull it off. Well played. Well played. A good opponent can pull that off. Not surprised. So, we're going to move on. We're going to carry on. Evo Bats are going to be nice because his best response to Evo Bats is the Tornado. So, we're going to go like this. And then we're going to have a nice counter push. One Ram Rider shot, but we're looking really good. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's been going Princess at the bridge, but Evo Bats doesn't even kill the NATO. Or the NATO doesn't even kill the Evo Bats. So yeah, that's going to be tower down. I was waiting for him to do the Princess at the bridge. He's been doing it all game. Like, you can't keep getting away with that. Ewa's like this. Just to, like, stop any Spirit shenanigans. Goes for the Rocket. Okay. Doesn't even do enough, unfortunately. Unfortunately for him, he's going to go Ram Rider for sure. I would imagine that's what he's going to do. So Musketeer's going to help out with the Ram Rider like that. And my boy is probably in trouble. He's going to have to spend a rocket on the left. And if he spends a rocket on the tower, he's not going to be able to defend. So we'll give him the good game. He actually played really well. That King Tower activation was pretty slick. But another example of just getting outdrafted. So good games. We'll see you in the next one. All right. 11 wins, no losses so far. We've been drafting good. Let's see if we can do it again. This is interesting. I actually really like both of these cards. Goblin Drill is a good win condition. I'm worried if we don't take it, we're not going to get another win condition. And I want to be in control of my win condition. So I am going to take the Goblin Drill. Phoenix is not great, but I do want to have an air defense just in case. Oh. Alright, it's GG's. Okay, perfect. If he pumps, we can graveyard on the pump. That's perfect. Hopefully that happens. So we do get 2 win conditions, which is fine. I'm going to go for the drill. It's a good starting play. And it's looking good for us, laddies. It's looking real good for us. I'm going to be honest. Okay. We're going to take some damage. Not a lot, but we're going to take some. He's aggressively spamming, which is fine. Oh, wait. We got the elixir pump. Dang it. Whatever. Alright, so most of his pressure cards are out of hand, so I'm going to go for the elixir collector. We don't even need to, but I'm going to. He has an earthquake. So, that will be the first and last time that I use the elixir collector card. So it's all good. I'm going to set up the Goblin Drill. And then when the timing is right, we'll go in for a graveyard and hopefully take the entire tower. We'll see, though. No promises. Log here, take care of all of that. Okay. I think I'm in a Phoenix graveyard is what I want to do. Because then we will have enough to scar me if he pressures with a Ram Rider. Okay. We don't have like a poison or anything, unfortunately. So depending on what he plays. Okay, perfect. Ram Rider is actually not that good of a counter, so... And you can see we'll get a lot of value with our scar me. Look how much damage that graveyard does, dude. It took his entire tower! One graveyard push took his entire tower. That's absolutely insane. I told you, graveyard's broken. Hopefully that helps. Good luck in the challenge, everyone. If you draft well, you really shouldn't have any issues. So thank you again for supporting if you've made it this far, and I hope to see you again in a video soon. Peace.